starting now. Think we're live here for tonight's race here. Hello there, people. I'm Tom. You usually recognize me as the the commentator, or at least try to help out Aiden with his duties there for tonight. Today's the Watkins Glen race, 65 lap race here tonight. The stage will be 20, 20, and 25. It's not usually me when it comes to trying to commentate a race like this, but it's probably gonna be probably need to make this announcement here that after this commentary of a race here, I will stop commentating after this. After the Glen, I'm basically retired for that. I'll only make is one more start for D2 and try to make it to the podcast one more time, at least for one last hurrah. So this is kind of a gift here at July 10th of 2026. Anywho, I will stop yapping here, and we got ourselves a pretty nice lineup here. 8 drivers tonight, and especially one of them being the pole here is Bip with a good time there of a 55.5 flat. There's Lego there. See Craigus and Parker for row 2, or that's Landon Parker, Craigus and Ozo for row 3, and then around the back there is 2 CFM cars of Aiden and Benji. So, as Aiden usually says it, how about we get some R's in the general chat, or could be also in the Roblox chat, either which, to see if everybody is ready to go. Let's see if we get any here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think 6 for Ozo, and I think we need for 2 more. You got Aiden with 7. Who is the? Oh, it's Parker. All right, and Parker's ready. So I'll use this real quick. I haven't used it quite a while. We're gonna start the race, and we'll hit yellow, and everyone can pace at this time. 65 laps is usually a pretty comfortable spot here when it comes to a road course like this. It's usually everyone's kind of favorite, especially of a kind of super speedway wise like this. But yeah, Bip getting the pole there. Pretty nice position here. Trying to make like a 1 start here for the season. Lego kind of jumped up a little bit. The 2 and the 13 getting to each other. They can still coast their way. We'll try to at least maybe pass the bus stop there when it comes to the yellows, so everything should be fine here. But yeah, every cautions would be able to they'll be able to use that little bus stop there, kind of pass through. But for cautions, I think 3 separate 1-car wrecks would be a caution. If two get spun around, I think maybe like a 180, or if they get stuck together for maybe like 4 or 5 seconds would be also a caution. So the pace would be 100. I think that's pretty much the modest speed here for tonight. '23 and the 44. Gonna start off row 1 here for tonight. Make the race more special here. But one last hurrah for me in the race for the Glen. Let's go! Starting off with turn 1 is usually the worst thing, is that there's a problem there and it got to the yellow. And the 13 Benji just stuck there in. It looks like it's already ahead of the goal bowling tunnel there. So we might just have to regroup that again. That's not what you see there for the 13. He's able to make a go. He gets himself into the wall there, trying to regroup this car there. Yeah, we're doing the restart there because that wasn't something there. All right, everyone can slow down to maybe slow down to 60, I think. All right, well, we might have, yeah, we have to red here. This is not looking well, especially at a road course like this. That we might have to extend the laps there to maybe 66 or 67. Not really what you want to see there on a potential race like that. But we could kind of look into some schemes here for tonight, and also a pretty special notice there, which is some drivers that you didn't realize Bip and Aiden were able to make it through. Aiden trying to move himself to the 16, who was able to win actually that race there for his team, and that was a really chaotic finish there. That was a battle between Lego and Land there, and he was able to get himself that win. He just got into a little bit of him and was able to snag that W. And still to this day, it's still kind of his special win there overall. And Aiden's back once again, so he's trying to see if he can reclaim that victory there for tonight, alongside a few others. And also even looking into the points, as Benji, I just saw him, he has come back. For points wise, you already see that GFM has just been on a hot streak there, with Trix winning last race there. Like, Trix has been on fire in his first debut, and that number 45. Sadly, he won't be able to come in here tonight. I think we'd be able to the 23 a bit to try to at least get us subbing there for that 45 car. See if Benji could try to come back here. In the 13. Oh yeah, I forgot. I think we have to make him to team 4. Let's see if for team 4. He's in team 1. I'm just gonna I'll help him out there to get to his we'll spawn there, and then we'll see if we can get it firing. There we go. Did it change his team? All right, up to team 4. There's this car. We'll probably extend this. We'll extend it maybe like 1 or 2 laps. So we'll maybe make it a 66 lap run there. That should be fine. So yeah, Benji's got it refired, and for victory lane, I think it's only just this little aisle right here next to that little home. Yeah. Yes, we'll do that then. See if Benji tries to catch up. Yeah, Benji can just go straight to the to that bus stop there. I think you'll be coming up shortly there. You'll be right next to 16 there of Aiden. And there is the 13 back on the race, and we'll have all the drivers to be on pit road. I think it'll be a non-competitive pit stop when we go back to yellow. So it'll be non-competitive. Everyone can get themselves their fuel and tires back at that time. So non-competitive pit stops here, just so Benji doesn't get a disadvantage there with the tires. So, oh, and a stack up there, and the 23 is a part of it. It's fine, especially as a non-competitive pit stop there, so all the speeding penalties there would be voided. But you can kind of see a point of view of who's stall. 23 takes in the 11th stall there as Lego takes 10th. And we'll try to re-rack the field here. And we'll try to extend the lap. We might have to extend the lap to 67 laps. Just so we can get it backfiring. Looks like they're in the position that, yeah, it's the same position there, so that's pretty good. So they'll pace at this time for the 23 and the 44 and the rest. And we'll try to we'll get it fired at lap 3. And the 44, I think he's AFK. Oh, we get into the 13. At least they'll keep it going. Especially a big track. It's not as like short as like you'd see from North Wilkesboro there. At least for Watkins Glen, you're able to catch up. And a 13 will be out of the race. Given the count there to 8 to 7 cars there. So Aiden can actually choose either which. He might choose the top or the bottom, and I mean his best choice is he might just fall with the Toyotas there at the bottom. So Toyota's all on the inside, while SSR cars on the outside. SSR been a little bit quiet there, trying to at least manage some consistency. Coming to green at lap 3. There'll be a 7-car field. The 23 and 44 will back to green at the Glen. I said early, turn 1 is definitely the hardest thing to do as the 23 launches himself into the tires. The 22 of Ozo got collected to, and the 44 upside down. Got and collected with the 2, was battling with. That is awful there for the 44. And that's your second caution. Yeah, Bip. Looked like it just kind of started on Bip there. The 23 just got himself he launched himself a bit too much there, was too late to brake. And then the 2 and the 44 get themselves collected there after turn 1, going into the S's, and then just got the 44 flipped over. So pits will be open there. We might have something to do with maybe single file stops. A 16 playing a strategy to stay out. So 16 could maybe wait until around the end of turn 1 until everyone else catches up. Looks like the 11 has got himself maybe some fuel there. Everyone else taking maybe full tires and fuel. And Bip speeding on pit road. We'll wait at the end of that to give everyone a shot. The 44 with a miserable stop there. And that Aiden gets the lead. So we might just stick with single file racing here, especially it's not usually great when it comes to kind of double file because it'll be chaotic. So we're going back to kind of how this works. Kind of caused a mayhem there. Around in turn 1 and 2. They're gonna come to green at lap 5 here. Aiden would be the leader. Craig is Land and Parker. Aiden trying to have a strategy to stay out. At least maybe get some lead, maybe get some lead laps here for the race. Coming to the third restart zone here. And back to green they go. Turn 1, the 16 does it okay there, alongside a few others. Scorby there's the 2, and he stays out if he got in contact with Land. But we'll keep it going. You can see how fast these cars are, especially in a race like the Glen. The 16 misses it, the 11 gets into the 20. Beating and banging right now, and the 11 gets the lead. And the 44 just shot way high onto the end of that bus stop. Comes out of turn 7 there. Would be the lead. Will be his first lead out there. Craig gets the lead lap. Aiden trying to trail with him with the 20. Waiting in the wings if anything goes wrong. Side by side between these two. Spreading apart there. And a little bit of gap is the 20 and the 2 of Parker. Giving Aiden a bit of a cushion here to maybe at least keep himself with the GFN drivers. See Aiden feeding the bottom there, which is definitely strategy here. Kind of just follow their paths, but 20 is not having it. Takes care of the bottom, leads the 16 out of nowhere else but to make it to third now. And Parker just shot like a rocket up to fourth and got it close to Aiden. He was closing in alongside his teammate. And now kind of leaves Aiden, kind of leaves Parker to Aiden in a good spot here to maybe gain a position. Tries to keep himself pretty careful here. There's the 2. 11 goes a bit wide, giving 20 the spot there. And almost hitting the barrels. There's a few drivers. 16 gets the inside. 11 kind of slams the door. 20 with free air. As there's a wreck there in the back. That's a 44 and the 11. Caution would be out. The 44 and the 11 both getting to each other there. I think it looked like the culprit there was the 16 of Aiden. It was taking care of that inside, taking care of the inside there, or taking the outside. And just kind of got in contact with Craigus. Lego, I think, had nowhere to go. So Craigus will try to catch up with the others at this time. So pits would be open as Craigus is able to, I think, at least catch up here. Now, especially for pits wise, you definitely need you definitely need some pit stops here, especially the tires could just worn out instantly. On a race like Kansas or North Wilkesboro, you can basically get as much laps there. For this, you really gotta get used to the stops here. There's a bit of a bump there. The 16 just give to the 2. The cars are really, really fast paced here. So it's like you have to do it a snap of a finger. And the 2 looks like he'll try to get it, but the 23 a bit, but getting a better stop. Getting over Parker and Ozo. And Aiden speeding on pit road. That hill is gonna be a tough one there. Craig is also speeding on pit road, giving Lego a few positions. Yeah, I think Aiden got kind of gave the bumper to the 2 and the 20. And kind of caused Lan to lose a bit of spots there, but gave Bip the pole sitter back into the lead here. So far, it was a pretty decent green flag run. It was a lot of chaos, but so far, nothing much happened there except for some heavy battling there around in the mid pack. Gonna go green this time at lap 10. '23 and the 2 will be both trying to battle out here for the green. Ozo has made up to third here, subbing in for Laner as he's taking care of other duties. But here to go, fourth restart zone, back to green they go. And a 23 ready with a huge start. But the 2's got better handling there. Just gave the bumper to the 23, and the 22 could just say goodbye. See the pack there. Around 4th to 7th is definitely a scary one there. And it looks like Bib made it up to there to 23. Will be a 1-car incident. 2 more. It would be a caution. Parker takes over. Ozo second. Land third. Lego fourth. You know, you should see an SSR taking care of 1 and 2. And also getting a bit of the wall, giving Land a position. The 44 gains 1, so is the 11. Ozo falling like a rock to 5th. Now Land has free air, went from 4th to 2nd. Now it can kind of trail down to the 2 of Parker. Land's usually been pretty consistent when it comes to these races, but usually the problem is the pack. .44 getting a better run than the 20, getting a bit close to the 20 there. Gets a 20 okay. Problems there with the looks like the 23 and also another few other drivers there. I think the 16 also got involved, but it'll keep it going. They didn't spin at all. I think they just hit the wall a bit, pretty hard. So we're seeing a lot of drivers spreading out here. And Parker misses a bit of the bus stop there, moves the deck down. Gave 20 a lot of time to catch up to Parker. This could be the comfortable spot. With 9 to go, and he almost turns Parker around. And Lego tries to thread the needle, but couldn't handle it. Caution is out. Lego had a shot to thread the needle towards the 20 and the 2, couldn't work out. Just got into Parker, all 3 of them got stuck. And gave Ozo the lead, but the thing is that the caution came out when it looked to be like Parker was second alongside the other 2 of Lego and Land. But yeah, the caution usually comes out, and any wreck cars there will be in the back. So Land, Parker, and Lego had a pretty good run. You had Land with the consistency. You see Lego was able to catch up to Land, and also for Parker keeping himself up front during that stint. Pits will be open this time there. The 22 would be the leader. Also trying to sub in for laner, like I said, and usually a really hard ask to kind of have your own D2 driver to at least get us also go, but like laner give him a nod, and it's like, yeah, I want to. We'll see how this kid can do. 11 gets out there. Looks like the 20 gains a bit of positions. Looks like Ozo will get it. Be aware of that hill there. That could cause a penalty there, but it looks as though 11, 20, 23. And then the 44, 16, and the 2. Also will take care of it on the lead for now. Green will be this time at lap 15. So it'll be 6 laps to go till we see our first stage. definitely so a longer race. So we'll definitely so we'll see who some can be some road course ringers there or not. '22 and the 11 taken care of front. There's the 20 of Land who could potentially get himself that stage win. He was been killing consistent, but just getting himself into the pack is kind of his downturn there. All three Chevys in the second and fourth. Those are gonna try to fend all of them. It'll give some bit of points there to Laner there if you able to get that stage win. Come to the restart, so once again, back to green they go. A little bit delayed there. And there goes 22 and the 11, both side by side, getting to each other. The 11. Kragus gets the lead, the 22 and the 20 in the mix. Also trying to get back to position there, but the 11 will just stay out front unless he messes up one turn. 22 loses a little bit, giving 20 a comfortable spot. Already down the backstretch there into turn 6. Craig is taking care of it. Ozo getting a bit closer to the 11. Now the 20's got the run. 23 bumps to 22. Maybe kind of benefited him in some way, but couldn't. Side by side is with the 20. And Bip gets into his teammate. The 20 spins around. One car incident. And they'll keep it going. Was it? Yeah, it's too late there. Kragus sits the lead over Ozo as he was getting a bit of battling there with the 20 of Land. With 5 laps to go, Kragus is flying away with one win. With one win into the season for right now. Be alongside Land there with also getting that one win. And the 11 gets himself into the wall, but doesn't affect it at all. And getting killer inconsistencies, the 11, giving 22 the shot. Ozo and Lego just both got caught up to the 11 machine. Into the S as they go. Usually Lego is pretty good when it comes to clean air and try to battle out with one other driver. Bit of contact there. I think the 16 got a bit in the wall, but keeps it going. .44 trying to find some way to get himself up front. 3 more to go. It's usually a chaotic race like this when you're really trying to get close to the leader, but so far you really want to see them fail in some way. That's what the 44 really wants to see it do. Get some good stage points though. 8th in the standings. And yes, they go there now into turn 5. Craig has moves up a little bit. 44 with the better run on the inside. .44 washes up, uses the outside. 11 a good shot there. Coming to 2 more to go for the stage. Thought Craig was going to probably sweep there a little bit alongside the other Toyotas, but we're seeing a bit of a manufacturer change here. 44 tapped the wall there. The 11 keeps it going. There's Parker and Ozo waiting in the wings. Yeah, the 44 kind of tries to arch it on the outside to the inside there. Actually gets himself a bit of a run. The 11 gets himself a better run. The 44 gets into the wall. This could be it there. But a white flag for stage 1. Parker passes over Lego. Yeah, definitely the field was spread it apart now. You can see Parker and Lego gonna try to get close to the 11, but so far it's a spot where Craigus could be good to go. Craigus, third in the standings, 180 points. One win, 4 top 5. Yeah, 3 top 5s, 4 top 10s. You got a 1 stage win. Craig is coming out of turn 7. Gonna get his 2nd stage win there for tonight. And we'll see how fifth will go. And that's the 20 of land. Taking care of that 5th place spot. Second stage win goes to Craigus. Parker with some pretty good stage points alongside Lego. Which Parker is above the cut line, just a little bit over Jackson. Lego at least trying to get himself some consistency what happened for last season. Was able to make that championship 4 run. So pits will be open this time. I think the 11 getting a little bit slow there. I think we could after that we'll try to keep it going. They good run there for the 11. Was able to fend off 3 Fords there, especially an on-charging Lego, and Parker who was kind of waiting there in 2nd. There's the 11 stall there. It's the 2nd stall alongside the others of Bip or Lego being 10 or 11. Grace gets out. Looks like Ozo gets a better run there. They gotta be careful when it comes to the little hill. Gotta maintain their speed there. And the 16 just swooshed in and got that position over Bip. Also gains positions. 20 does too. The 2 and the 44 lose. And now we're gonna go to green this time for lap 23. Would be the 2nd stage. Will be the 2nd stage introduction there. So far, the Napa machine is doing pretty well. You already seen some flash there with the Toyotas. Land has been also doing pretty well. I can also say for some of the Fords there, I think Parker and Lego could have some little bit consistency there. They could be able to get close to the 11. Looks like Aiden forgot to get some water, so I guess will be the next caution there. We'll try to give themselves a break. Going green this time here. I think Aiden's gonna. Oh yeah, Aiden's gonna try to pit here. Sounds radio. Gonna start stage 2 here. Craig is Ozo and land. Going back to green at the Glen. Turn 1 doing well there. It's definitely hard if you have to pass them into the S's there. You saw Parker trying to make that outside run over land, just couldn't get that run. He would just lose it around. So at the second S is over there. Well, no, Parker into the barrels. That'd be only one car though, unfortunately for that too. Two will have to keep it going. Ozo will take the lead. Craig is getting close there. He's going to try to make the move. See there, the S's are definitely not the best when it comes to passing, but if you get, well, you can get a little bit of luck there. If any of the drivers up front have a bit of a problem, you can definitely maybe pass them on there. Looks like 16 gets a better run. The 11, they'll be both side by side. Gets 22 comfortable. Oh, and the 16 up and over. 11 and 16 both getting to each other. The caution is out. Guess the 11 giving a word to the 16 car. Not sure what happened there. 11 just got into the 16, and then another flips kind of happened there. So Parker would be the fortunate driver to at least come back. Will it be behind Aiden there? So pits will be open this time. The 22 was able to get himself up front. The 11, the 16 were both battling out. But yeah, you can see the clean air is really different out there when it comes to just getting the draft, the dirty air. There's actually no dirty air. It's actually it's pretty clean there for the drivers. Just it's pretty loose. It's a loose package and no dirty air. This will be open this time. And a bit of shenanigans there, but a 22 gets it in nicely. The 11 really looked like he just got in the 16 there. I guess that's just the favor given to that 16 car there. They don't get water though, so we'll give Craig a little bit of a break. When I get out of pits, they can maybe pace around 60. And my buddy just joined me. Well, God dang it. Time to ask him. So these drivers will just kind of wait there. Like that 16 will catch up, so they'll bump it up to 100 now for the 22. And the next stage, the second stage would end at lap 40, so they basically have 15 more to go. And if they cross the start finish line, we'll make it 14 to go. Land back up to second. You see Bip the pole sitter there in third. Ozo trying to take care of what Laner usually does. Keep it consistent and keep that nose safe. Come to the restart zone there. The 22 trying to lead some laps there, or at least give it some to Laner there. We'll go back to the restart zone. They go. Little delay there. Got a bit of lag there in the process, but 22 will launch. You can see Aiden's point of view there alongside the others. You can see some drivers being single file there. It's a lot of fast. Oh, the 44 getting a bit today, 11. Which kind of slowed him down a little bit. The 16 might try to get it, but it's just gonna be really close there. And a little bit too far. 11 definitely had the bottom there, so it's definitely good for him. Getting us up to 6th. The 22 just misses his turn. Here comes Land. And on charge and Land going up there with at least 13 to go. That mess up there from Ozo, you could really see why it's hard to get to these corners perfectly. Especially a veteran like Land, you can really see why. That's pretty much experience there of taking care of the corners pretty well. You see they're taking care of the high side there. The 2, a Parker up to second. You can see the rejoice there of SSR once again. Land a bit in the wall, giving it to the 2. Can the Land try and play defense there? He just gives the position. But now has company there. The 22 and the 44. There goes Parker into the 44, but he'll keep it going. Giving the position back to Ozo to fight it out with the 20. Land taking care of it. We'll try to see how the 22 will do. And there's the 11 there of Kragus. You see Ozo getting a better run there. At least over there at a turn 5. Coming to 11 to go. Been a really chaotic race there. 22. Laner basically gave the opportunity for Ozo to give himself a ride. Was able to be fortunate to at least give himself a good go there as he's away. Showing a pretty good debut there to see what will happen in a cup car like this. There's a battle there in the back there. I think it's a 16 Lego and Bip there. And you see Craig is there waiting in third. He hits that turn 7 inside wall. And that will affect a ton of time. You'll see a warp's nest there. From the 16 to 44. And in a wall goes to 3 of them, giving Bip the positions. Maybe not. Giving the 16 at least a bit of a cushion. No, giving the 23. 10 more to go. Look like Ozo had a bit of a problem there. Kind of set him back a little. Basically giving Land a piece of fresh air. You can see the gap there between Land and Ozo there. Renzo first, second. This is 2 seconds back. Oh, the 23 getting a piece of it, but keeps it going. The 2 will keep it going with the 44. 9 more to go. Yeah, the 20 so far Land has just been clean and go. And he could really coast. He could really coast from here there. You see everybody is spread apart there. You can see everybody is around, so maybe around like maybe a 2 to 3 second difference there between each. Oh, and parkour problems. Getting a bit of Aiden keeps it straight. I think one more would be a caution there. Yeah, you see the separation there. 3 seconds back is Ozo. To Land. Pragus with 6 seconds, and then Aiden around so with 8. Basically spread it apart by maybe so like definitely around like 2 to 3 seconds between each driver. And this usually doesn't happen here, but we'll have what Aiden will say there from Las Vegas there from that D2 race. We'll just let the drivers rev it up. Welcome back there at Watkins Glen there. Nothing much kind of happened there. Seems like the bit of positions kind of switched there between the looked to be like the maybe the 16 or the 44 with 3 more to go before the stage would end. Land still with a pretty good lead so far with 5 seconds over Ozo, who's definitely been pretty consistent when it comes down to at least getting an introduction to the Glen. There's also 16 and 11 getting pretty close there alongside a 44 of Lego. But Land with 2 more to go. You're seeing a battle there getting close on by. The 16 and the 11. And there's a problem there in the back. And that's a 16, the 44 getting each other. That's a caution. And that might be your stage end. Land gets stage 2. You saw Craig's there with stage 1. You saw now Land with stage 2. Toyotas have been on a roll when it comes to stage wins like these. You know, coastal line, no pits are open as the others haven't caught up yet. We'll see the white there for stage 2. They'll just coast it from there. This is not usually what you want to see there for the 20. You wanted to coast it from the end, but after that, I think we'll be going into pits. Well, that's great. The power went out. Yeah, I'll have to join back there. I was about to say pits will be open there with the around lap 41. I guess my Discord decided to kind of crap it. It's kind of the worst time when it comes to when I have to do it is at 10 EM, excuse me. There you go. Should be good now. So pits being open there for this lap here.